Hey everybody, John Granado from the bench. Mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5, and that's AJ Hoffman. He's from the Blitz. Afternoons on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. And you guys hit that subscribe button that's right there so that you can get all of our content. AJ, let's talk about Deshaun Watson being traded. How about something different? Let's talk about Deshaun Watson and the trade. John McClain speculated this past weekend, that they should do a deal with Arizona and trade for Kyler Murray. I ain't doing a Kyler Murray for Deshaun Watson, okay? What else would you take on top of Kyler Murray if you're the Texans?
DeAndre Hopkins and a couple first-round picks? Does that work?
Yeah.
Maybe throw in J.J. Watt. I don't know. It's just not. It's a non-starter for me because the value of Kyler Murray. I think the Arizona Cardinals value Kyler Murray. There's a lot of people who think Kyler Murray is on the verge of becoming a top-tier quarterback. I don't believe that he is. So I think you're like in Arizona's minds, this is probably a slight upgrade to get Deshaun. In my mind, it's a huge downgrade bringing Kyler here for Deshaun. I think the gap between those two guys is greater than I think Arizona believes it is. So Arizona wouldn't want to send as much back as I would want to get if I were the Texans.
I don't know if I agree with you. We did tiers of quarterbacks in the league, and I think Deshaun is a tier above Kyler Murray, but I don't think that gap. Listen, when they were 5-2, people were talking about, hey, I'd much rather have Kyler Murray right now than I would Deshaun Watson. But then the second half of the season started, and I think that they don't value Kyler as much. Kyler did not play well the second half of the season, and I'm not sure he's fooling anybody over in Arizona that he's going to be the answer for that organization. I think Steve Keim would pull the trigger right now if he had a chance to get Deshaun Watson. I think it would cost him a couple more first-rounders. Now, let's not forget, he gave up a first-rounder for Josh Rosen. He gave up a first-rounder for Kyler Murray, the number 1 overall pick. He would have to give up a couple more first-rounders. They would be giving up 4 first-rounders to get Deshaun Watson in there
to have
and be their
one
quarterback. Yes, for one quarterback. But I think Deshaun Watson would be the answer. I don't think there's any question that Arizona wins that trade. And quite frankly, I think Deshaun Watson, you put him there instead of Kyler Murray, I think Arizona is a possible Super Bowl team. I don't know winner, but Super Bowl contender next year.
I don't disagree, although if you look around that division, you could make an argument that any one of those teams is a Super Bowl contender. And I don't know. I'm with you. Arizona wins that trade. I'm saying if I'm the Texans, I don't know if it's worth it to me. I don't know if that's enough back for me to be okay. That's what Deshaun is worth. I just think any package that's centered around Kyler Murray, I'm going to feel underwhelmed if I'm the Texans getting that back.
Yeah. And by the way, those draft picks ain't going to be all that good because they're going to win. Or that second pick anyway, it's not going to be all that good. It would take a couple ones, and I don't know that Arizona's going to do that. They're going to give up Kyler Murray and a couple ones because they got Deshaun's contract. They've got Kyler under a rookie deal. But you know what? It's not going to be long before Cliff and Steve Keim are going to have to win because they 8-8 ain't good enough. And Steve Keim is under fire a little bit, and so is Cliff. So I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, we're seeing the Bears right now talking about getting Russell Wilson and giving up the farm for him because they got to win. Ryan Pace has got to win. They have got to win over there in Chicago, and they got to win in Arizona as well. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if Arizona wouldn't give up the farm for Deshaun.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but we talked about this on my show yesterday. When you've got a quarterback on a rookie deal, the quarterback on the non-rookie deal has to be so much better in order for you to really balance it out, and that's where the tough call becomes. Like, is how much better is Deshaun than Kyler Murray? Is it worth this much of your salary cap versus this much of your salary cap because you've got to build a team around that guy?
Well, the answer from you to that is yes. Deshaun makes them a Super Bowl contender. I don't think Kyler does.